of Tralee celebration. Oh my goodness, I love those dogs. Are those Irish Wolfhounds? I love those. Wow.
Ashford Castle.
That's at a castle?
Yeah, Ashford Castle in Ireland.
Ashford Castle. Oh my goodness. Can
That
we
was
have,
our favorite. That was our favorite place to
maybe
go.
next year we should bring some dogs. We should have some Irish Wolfhounds on set with us as we're celebrating.
They're like small ponies.
Oh my goodness.
They're so big. They were only about a year old, those dogs
Really?
as well. Yeah. They're
Oh my
huge.
goodness. Okay, we're going to give you another look at something that was very popular earlier on in the show. We don't want you to have missed it, and maybe you've been seeing everything that was throughout the show. Now we're going to give you, oh, I'm sorry, this is not the one that we looked at earlier. This is a new one. This is a hooded version. So we had the zip front cardigan. Now this gives you the hood.
This one's really your coat. This is your Cardigan. This is
Cardigan
it's such a dense
for you.
knit.
It's dense, it's beautiful, it has a zip, it has a hood, and of course it comes to us from Aran Craft, which that means highest quality in materials from the largest knitwear manufacturer in Ireland, rooted in that heritage and in the past. It's reduced just this week, $62 off, under $140, or $28 brings this home. And remember, when you are paying less than $30 a month for this piece, it's a piece that you will have for years and you will pass down to the next generation. So many of you are collectors, and I understand why. This is a beautiful, gorgeous one. We're going to take you through the color choices. As I do, I want you to also notice the way that there's a hood, but then there's also
There's a full inner collar, double layered inner collar.
Inside. So you're going to stay nice and toasty. This truly is a good Cardigan one for you. Okay, here is your black choice. This is only the second one that we've seen in that true black. Really beautiful option to have. Next to that is going to be your soft gray, and this is going to give you a little bit of that marled whites with the grays. Really great, good dimension there. Next to that is going to be your dark chocolate. We haven't had a brown chocolatey one.
Yeah, and that one has been so popular in the last 2 years.
I can see why. Then we have your black watch option, and your wine, your parsnip.
It's another marl.
Oh, I love that one. That's really beautiful. There's your navy choice.
I suppose it's good to see the difference between the navy and the black.
Unfortunately, navy has just sold out.
Oh, well, we don't have to see it then.
We're going to have to take the navy away, but I will also show you that I am in the army green, and Ade is in the army green as well. And Ade showing it with the wonderful hood up. Ade is in the extra, extra small. Ade is 5'8". I'm in the extra small. I am 5'4", so you're seeing the good coverage that you're getting here in the length as well. Barry Cullen is still here with us from Aran Crafts. We are so excited to have Barry here. We thank you for all of your expertise.
Oh, you're more than welcome. It's been a pleasure.
It's been wonderful.
Yeah.
I know, I can't believe it went by so quickly, but we have a really great piece here to be able to talk about for our last 9 minutes or so.
This is the thing that if you want to have your coat for the winter, and probably in most part, well, definitely for the fall, possibly the winter, depending on where you are, this is such a great choice.
Yeah.
It has these beautiful kind of ribs on it. You see this kind of rib pattern here.
Yeah.
This is something that we developed only a few years ago. So this is something that it was inspired to us by. If you've ever taken a walk on a beach after the tide is just going out, and you get those parallel lines from the tide. This is what we call the tide stitch, and that's where we got the inspiration for this from. We just said it's just so striking, and but as well as that. Because we're always kind of thinking of a double little reason to put something on. This gives you a great density, but also when you size up, it stretches a little bit. And so when you put the sweater on, it's going to react to your body temperature. This is going to loosen slightly. So if you want to get the size, it's going to just basically hit and just kind of hug you when you put it on.
Oh, that's beautiful. You know, before you even finished your thought, I knew what you were talking about when you said if you go to the beach, and I said I knew exactly what you meant.
Yeah.
And that's so beautiful, and that also shows us so much that you're blending the old heritage traditions of Ireland.
Oh, we're always thinking back to
we're
always thinking back to where this all began, really, because that's without this, none of this really makes sense. It's just a bunch of random things together when you know exactly where they come from.
Yes, and this truly gives you that true Irish tradition, the context for that. So we're getting that tied stitch, and then is this the fisherman?
This is the fisherman's cable down coming down here on the left and right of the zip. Of course, this is where the cable knit sweater was named after, and then you've got this beautiful. This is almost like it's often called a tree of life stitch because it actually looks like the tops of trees.
I see.
And the tree of life, of course, is a symbol that you can see in much mythology. But we also call it a fairy tree sometimes, because
tree.
so the fairy tree used to be often on a farm you would see there would be a field that would be completely clear except for one little tiny tree that would usually be a kind of a little bit of an unusual shape to it. It's usually like a blackthorn or a hawthorn tree.
Okay.
And when we used to go up to these when we were kids, you would sometimes see horseshoes nailed into them, and little things, just little kind of charms left around them. And these are things everyone knew you do not touch these trees because they're such bad luck. They say because in the little gaps under the roots, that's how the fairies got home, was through these little gaps in the roots.
Wonderful.
And they said like they would steal your shoes if you mess with the tree. They would open all your gates and your livestock would get out and all this.
Okay, that is what you are investing in. When you bring home this piece, you are bringing home these stories and these traditions of a culture that really has beautiful magic to it. You are seeing Kathleen in the medium in that beautiful gray choice, which is called soft gray. You saw a day in the extra, extra small. I'm in the extra small. Right now, black is very popular, and the black watch option is also very popular here. Let's talk about this beautiful collar with the hood.
Sure. So I think if you're going to put on a collar on something, unless it is something that's maybe like a V-neck or a shawl, you have to put a second layer of material in it. So this one here, you can see we have the beautiful the tight stitch, but then we've got a full ribbed collar on the inside of it.
Okay.
That means that when you zip this up, it's going to stand up straight.
Oh,
it's going to stand up like that. It's not going to flop over like this. It's not going to fall inwards like this. It's going to have a little bit of rigidity in it and density. And really what that means, like, you zip this collar up here, it's 100% merino wool. You can wear it right next to your skin. But I don't personally like to have anything touching my neck. Like any sweater, no matter, it could be made out of silk. And I don't necessarily want it touching. This is going to give you that little bit of structure that'll stand up on its own. It'll also show off this beautiful little Trinity toggle here as well, of course. Looks like your little free piece of jewellery.
Yes, it truly is.
And then, of course, on top of that, outside of that, so after you've already gone to all the work of manufacturing that, you then also have a hood over this. So, and it's also a beautiful hood that makes the same use of that tight stitch to give that little bit of stretch. So when you're putting it on, you can actually kind of pull it down a little bit tighter over your head if you want to just get a little bit more coverage, particularly over your ears. That's one part that can get a little bit annoying when it's cold out.
That's great. Now, what if, obviously if it's downpouring rain, we're not going to wear this, but if we get caught out in the rain, are we going to be okay?
A little bit of shower. What you're going to find is you'll get the because of the natural lanolin and the oil in the wool, you'll get the speckles that kind of sit on the outside. Normally what you're going to say, you almost give it a little bit of a shake, and then just kind of hang it up. If you kind of try and pat it dry, it's going to soak in.
Okay.
But if you leave it out, just drape it over a chair or something like that, next to a cooker, next to a fire, or something like that.
Okay.
It'll dry out in no time, really.
Perfect.
And it takes a long time to actually kind of soak, longer than you think to actually soak through because of the nature of the wool.
Okay, because remember, it is a natural material. It is like the sheep that are out and about. And if you have never traveled to Ireland, please do, and take those trips out and go see the countryside and see the sheep all over and the green fields. It is so beautiful. Black watch is now last call. So if that is what you're loving, we have 1 dozen remaining in that black watch. Wine is also last call. So that is going to be your last call. Black has been very popular. Check your QVC size. These are all QVC sizing, extra, extra small to extra, extra large. These are final quantities, and that means when it's gone, we might not be able to get them back in stock. So please check out of your cart. Get the size that you love and the color that you love here. You're bringing home that wonderful tradition that dates back to 1957.
1957. That's when we started. That's when we started as a company.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And here at QVC, you get more color array than you do anywhere else. So yes, you can go to Ireland. You can find Aran Craft sweaters. You may not find these colors. You may not find these styles. You may not find these prices. If you find the
style, you won't find these colors, even if you do find the style.
Amazing. So make sure you check out of your cart and take home a true piece of Irish heritage. This is your army green. We have black, your soft gray, dark chocolate, last call in your wine and in your black watch. We have parsnip, and your navy already sold out. Barry, I want to thank you so much.
It's been so nice to be here.
We're going to see you throughout today. You're back at 10 or 11, I think?
I think midday.
Midday, okay.
Midday and straight through from midday till 10 p.m.
1 o'clock in the afternoon, so you get a little bit of time to sleep. 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. is what I'm hearing. Oh. Amazing. Thank you so much, Barry. Thank you to Joe and
break
to
will
Dan.
always be welcome.
Thank you
Bye,
all
everybody.
for being with us. It's been so wonderful. Now, take a look back at the Today's Special Value. Have a great rest of your day. Happy Rose of Tralee.
Happy Rose of Tralee.